Hey everybody! What's up? How are y'all? What is going on, everybody? Welcome, everyone, to The Next Show Will Be Better. This is the Hickson Diaries live stream. If this is your first time with us, welcome, and thank you so much for being here with us tonight. And if you guys are returning champions, I don't know how I said it like that. Anyways, if you guys are here for second time, I completely lost my place now. If this is the first time that you guys are here with us, welcome and thank you for taking a chance on us. If you are a returning chatter, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm your host, Mandy, in case you don't know, and I'm so happy to have you here with us tonight on this gloomy but warm but rainy Tuesday evening, at least in the southeast of England. That's what it is. But, England. Am I right? All right, so we're going to have a fun show for you guys tonight because we need a little bit fun. The world is too crazy. We need to let our hair down a little bit because, that's just the way life goes sometimes, and we need to take breaks. A couple heavy things going on in the world. Well, less. So we're going to take a quiz today. We're going to see how well we know the UK. I'm pretty sure I took a quiz similar to this. Not this particular one, but like when I first came here. But it's been a couple years, so let's see if I could do better than I did then. And if you guys want to play along with me, obviously you are more than welcome. And I'm so excited that, I'd be happy to see how you guys do. I would hope you, since it's a primarily British audience, that you would know more than I. But my experience in Britain has been that is not always the case. So let's see what happens. But before we go forward with anything else with the show, I really have to ask if you could do me a favor and hit that like button for me. And also if you could share the stream so you can let everyone else know that we're live, that would be amazing. And that like button, it does help us a lot with the algorithm. So please do that if you can. Don't forget to send in your questions, comments, queries, concerns, and super chats in the chat because I will go through them throughout the evening. You guys are awesome for doing that. Thank you so much. All right. So let's see who's here because, every show needs to get better because that's the name of the show. The next show will be better. But it only gets better when you're there. So I know Manny is here. Manny got the gold star for being the first one here. Before we went live, we have Richard Wilmot. Thank you so much for being here. We have Roy Cousins. Thank you for being here as well, Roy. I know we have Diane in the house as well. Thank you for coming and being here. I said Roy with some really funny, not so funny jokes. Neil Morrison is here as well. I'm just picking on you, Roy. I'm so glad to have you here, Neil, and I hope everything is going well in your neck of the woods. I know you're dealing with some stuff. Disco's here, of course, the Disco King. Love him. So happy he's here. Glad to have you here, Disco. Is that my Richard? Is that my response to why you would ruin toast with porridge and Marmite? Manny agrees with me. There's no hard and fast rules to food. Eat whatever takes your fancy and whenever you feel like it. They're making fun of me a little bit because I had cereal for dinner. I don't care. I had pizza for breakfast. I didn't have pizza for breakfast today, but I have had pizza for breakfast. I've had leftover Chinese food for breakfast as well. The other day, we slept in, and the child was up before us. She's sitting in the living room watching TV, eating leftover Chinese food. And my partner gets up and sees her first, and he's just like, I can't even yell at you because you learned it from your mom. He didn't say it as American, though, as an American accent. It's pretty funny. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Glad to have you here. It's warm here in Southeast England. How is it where you guys are? I'm pretty sure Roy said it was warm near him too. It's so nice to not be below freezing anymore. For now. British Knight is here. Yay, glad to have you. Neil says it's clear, dry, and frosty in the north of Scotland, hoping for northern lights tonight. Oh, if you do see them, can you video them and send them to me? God, I really want to see the northern lights so bad. I've not seen them at all. That is on my bucket list by far. It's good to know that I only have to go to Scotland. I just have to time it right, though. Piper Charms is here. She made it on time this week. What? Glad to have you here, Piper. And Mick MacArthur is here as well. He says it's very cold in Glasgow, Scotland. Got to put the frost cover on the car windshield. Oh, so sorry, Mick. We have a mini heat wave, which means it's just above freezing here in Kent. But I'll try and send some warm weather your way. See, this is my issue, right? I love Scotland, and I would actually love to live in this time of year. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I'm just being honest. I don't know if I could do it. Who's eating dry Frosties? Although I've done that with Honey Nut Cheerios, which is what I had tonight. Corn Pops. I don't know if they have some of these in America. These are what I did in America. I don't really eat that much cereal here because, to be honest, I don't really like it that much. But Corn Pops. So I don't know if any of these are here. I used to have Cookie Crisp, which are like mini cookies, so obviously. And then I'm pretty sure there's another one that I used to just eat right out of the box as a snack instead of like chips or something. What are you gonna do? Dry frost. It might have been Frosted Flakes, something like that. D Murphy is here. Hello, D Murphy. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us today. Richard's relaxing in his lazy boy. Oh, Richard. Disco, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very lovely of you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. Neil says my team has just scored 1-0. St. Johnston. Oh my God. Did you guys see, what was it that, Paris Saint-Germain game with, I'm going to say it wrong. Oh, guys, I know you've seen it. Macclesfield? Is that what it is? How incredible was that? I was just sitting in the dining room on my laptop. My partner was watching the game, and I was like, this is a good game. This is amazing. I really enjoyed it. I got into it. Piper says that she would only have that type of breakfast stuff on Boxing Day. Oh, Piper. You don't know what you're missing. I guess I have that, like, there's this, I don't know if this is an American staple or if it's just a staple, like, universally, but there is this, like, stereotype where bachelor men will just, like, wake up and eat pizza and have a beer for breakfast. And I definitely have, like, that college kind of bachelor mentality sometimes. But that's why I'm as heavy as I am. So let's be fair. I think day old pizza is sometimes better than pizza. It's not really. It just, I like it so much better. I eat it cold. I don't even heat it up. That's how bad it is. Of course, this is American pizza. I don't do that here. I haven't really found a pizza that tastes as good here for me, hot, let alone the next morning. But I'm open. I keep trying. Disco says something unusual. It's raining. Yeah, exactly. It's been raining all day here as well. But, you know, it's winter in England, so I just expect it. British Knight says it was warm in Swindon earlier, but now it's freezing again. Oh, does that mean that it is cold? Gonna be cold tomorrow again? Eh, I'm so a summer baby. Why did I move further north from where I lived? That was silly of me. I should have definitely planned that better. Migrated to somewhere else. Night says, thankfully it's in Swindon, so I didn't want to go out tonight anyway, right? Yeah. Next day curry. It's like next day Chinese food. I like that too. Dry frosties are like sweets. You're right, Diane. That's probably why they're a good snack. So you can get honey nut Cheerios, but they're not as sweet because it's the honey instead of actual sugar. The Cookie Crisp is like basically mini cookies, so of course. Corn Pop's the same thing. It's basically sugar coated. Like every cereal pretty much in America, to be honest. Manny says that he would draw the line on having curry for breakfast the next day, but pizza's acceptable. I'm with you on that, but I don't really eat that much curry. I don't eat curry anyway. MacArthur says it's Scotland, it's winter, it's cold and frosty, but it could be worse. Might have to zip up my jacket. Oh, I was reading a post the other day, or maybe it was listening to a podcast. I don't know. I do all of them. So someone was saying that they were from Britain and they went to Vegas a few weeks ago and they were wearing like shorts and t-shirt because it was so hot. And they said everyone in Vegas was wearing jackets and pants. I think it was like 60 or 70, but they're just not used to the cold weather, the cooler weather. It's the middle of the friggin' desert, in case you guys didn't know. Piper says, to be fair, I went to Edinburgh in December for a week. It was not as cold as I thought it would be, but I think it's definitely colder now in January rather than December. I found that in New Jersey, that it was definitely colder in the January, February months, and we only got snow in January, February. We didn't not often would we get snow in December. So it could be similar. That was cool. It wasn't that cold while you were there, though, Piper, so you could enjoy yourself a little bit more. Hi, Rodden. Thank you for being here. So glad to have you. Fried plantain is nice with sour cream. Oh, with sour cream. I don't know about that, Marcia. Crystal Palace, that's what it was. It wasn't Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know what I'm talking about. Macclesfield and Crystal Palace. Yeah, that was crazy. That whole game was crazy. It was worth watch. It was like the darts. Lots of good sports lately. I got the chair for your late wife. Oh, well, I guess since you bought it, you're allowed to use it now. Disco says cold pizza is moist. Do that. You don't know what you're missing. Terry's orange milk chocolate. I'm with you on that, Marja. Diane asks if I like Domino's or Pizza Hut pizza. I'm not a huge fan of Domino's. I haven't had Pizza Hut here in the UK. They are both in America. I didn't like Domino's in America. Pizza Hut was all right in America. I'm from New Jersey, and for those of you who might not know, New Jersey is sandwiched between New York City and Philadelphia on the East Coast of America. So it has a huge Italian influence. So there's a lot of like Italian immigrants. They're not, I'm going to say Italian Americans, right? They're descendants of immigrants, but they have family-owned businesses that have been passed down through generations, and they make their own recipes and stuff. And that's the pizza I love. You don't really have a lot of that here. There's some. I've had some good pizza. Some, it's not the same, but it'll do in a pinch. Well-deserved victory for Macclesfield. I agree. The magic of the FA Cup. Yes, that we were having a whole discussion about that, Manny, and now how I really, really like that because you can't find that in America, you would never find like a lower division team or a non-professional team. I shouldn't say non-professional, a lower division team play a professional team. Like you in American football, you would never have like a college team play a pro team. It would never happen. You would never have it. And it's sad because you don't get moments like that, you know? It's crazy. Colder but sunny. Thanks, Rory. I can take it. I take the cold if it's sunny. Hi, Melissa. So glad to have you here. Welcome back. Oh, I understand. Work, girl. Do what you gotta do. Thai curry. My husband likes Thai curry. I haven't had it again. I'm not a huge curry fan. I've really gone off pizza. I find it too greasy. Oh, you definitely wouldn't like the pizza in America where I'm from then. Biscuits. British Knights comment. Biscuits! Exclamation point. Watching the American football on my IPTV, my housemates used to live in the States. I don't really like American football, to be honest. It's boring, in my opinion. But I know it's getting really popular here. Forgive me. I'm going to try to pronounce your name, and I am very, very sorry if I can't pronounce your handle properly. Abdurizak is here. Thank you for being here. Abdurizak says, I was going to go to New Jersey last summer, but got stopped because I was told it was too dangerous. Well, I mean, right now, probably. Overall, and under normal circumstances, it's not at all. I grew up there, so, I mean, I'm still here, so. Piper says cereal for lunch, but rarely. Oh, pot noodle. We actually had noodles last night for dinner. I was like, yeah, we're just doing this. It's Monday. I've gained a wheat intolerance in the last few years. Can't do pizza, pasta, or most pastries. Oh, that sucks. British night. Oh. Richard says, I've had ramen for breakfast in Japan. Yeah, I've heard that they eat a lot of noodles for breakfast out there. On a cold night after a session in the pub, Pizza Crunch supper is great. Tell us Pizza Crunch supper. Oh, I'm scared to ask. Aphrodisiac. Sorry. Is it aphrodisiac? Might be aphrodisiac. Says Domino's Pizza is better than Pizza Hut. Ooh. Pizza Hut's not great. It wasn't even great in America. It's just better than Domino's. My opinion, though. I'm really picky about pizza, though. Oh, you have to have special bread and everything? Oh. Piper says, my most lazy food for lunch is just toast with honey spread on it or toast with Marmite. Marmite. Okay. Let me just double check my note. Yeah. Okay, we're going to start the quiz. So, what I'm going to, that gives you a few seconds between questions, but I'm going to stop it anyway so that we can like have time to think about it, because I'm probably going to need time to think about it. But if you guys know, you play along, put it in the chat and all of that. And then obviously start the quiz again so we can see what the answers are, to the questions, and then we'll go from there. Okay. This is from Quizzes for You, the YouTube channel. How well do you know the UK quiz? So let's add it to the stain and all. And
this quiz is for everyone, people from the UK and everybody else. Just for fun, put your score and your country in the comments down below. What's the 700-year-old ceremony called that's held every night at the Tower of London?
The 700-year-old ceremony that's held every night at the Tower of London. I think it's the ceremony of the keys. Is that right? Why is Piper banned from the UK? Stuffed crust pizza was always, that was British night. Stuffed crust pizza is always your favorite. Well, I mean, can't really go wrong with stuffed crust pizza, can you? Yes, Piper doesn't include butter. Yes, that's why you're banned. That's totally fine. We'll be banned together, Piper. At least we'll be together. Manny, I guess same format as TJ's quiz, except I did not come up with this at all. I have no input whatsoever. She's much more creative than I am. Okay, it is the keys, right? It's the ceremony of the keys, I'm pretty sure.
Ceremony of the Ravens, Ceremony of the Keys, or Ceremony of the Crown Jewels?
Yay!
Which seaside?
I got one. Wait, I gotta keep track. How many did I get? One. All right. Number 2.
Town is home to the world's longest pleasure pier. Southend-on-Sea, Blackpool, or Cromer?
Which seaside town? I don't know this, so I'm gonna say Blackpool. I'm gonna say Blackpool. Oh, see? Nearly 200 years old, the 1.33-mile pleasure pier is so long that it has a railway line to save visitors from the long walk. Well, I definitely got to do that. Can you guys answer a question for me? Why do you have so many towns that say they're like on the river or on the sea? Like, why is it Southend on the sea? Why isn't it just Southend? Because you have like Stoke-on-Trent, right? You have Hay-on-Wye. Like, why? Why is it like that? Or you just say Stoke? Most people say Stoke anyway, right? I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, Southend. There's actually a beach town in New Jersey called Wildwood. Recommend it if y'all ever go to New Jersey in the summer. It's the only free beach, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the only one in America. Excuse me. It's the only free beach in New Jersey. You have to pay to get on the beach in New Jersey, most of the beaches. But it's literally a mile to get to the water. The beach is that wide. And it has a very long boardwalk with many piers. And there's actually a tram that you can take from one end of the boardwalk to the other. And it makes stops along the way, I think, as well, like all the piers and stuff as well. Really, really great town. Really great town. But it's really busy in the summer because it's such a good town. But if you want to go somewhere in New Jersey, that's a good place to go. Wildwood. That's what this reminds me of.
Which of these is part of the UK but not part of Great Britain? Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland?
Part of the UK but not part of Great Britain. It's Northern Ireland, right? Because it's not on the island. Is that right? Pretty sure that's right. I'm worried about looking like a dumb American now.
What actually
2 for me.
is Big Ben? The clock tower, the clock face, or the Great Bell?
The Great Bell. I think you guys have told me this like 1,000 times. Yeah. What? 3. Okay. Although commonly associated with the whole clock tower, Big Ben is the nickname for the Great Hour Bell. The tower is called Elizabeth Tower. Right. The bell weighs 15.1 tons, hence the name Big. Yeah. I don't know how much that is in pounds, though. I feel like I should look it up. I have to translate in my head. £33,289.8. Yep, that's a pretty big bell. No dispute.
What's the longest river in the UK? The Severn, the Thames, or the Clyde?
I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have no idea where the Severn or the Clyde is. I've never heard of them before. Hello, D. Murphy. You say the bell. Oh, you got the bell. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up with y'all. I'm going to go with the Thames because that's the only one I know. Probably wrong, though. I think I'm wrong. All right. Where is the Severn?
Where was William Shakespeare born? London, Rochester, or Stratford-upon-Avon?
Oh God, I have no idea about this one. Rochester is Dickens. So I'm going to say London. I'm going to say London. Is it C? My gut was telling me London was wrong. I should have trusted it. All right.
Which game, invented in England, was once described as a game played by men with odd-shaped balls? Cricket, football, or rugby?
I'm going to say rugby because that's an odd-shaped ball. A cricket ball is round, spherical, and football is round and spherical. I'm cheating by looking in the chat. No. I'm really trying not to. I think it's rugby. I do think it's rugby. All right.
Which Scottish figure was depicted by Mel Gibson?
Hold on. God. Give a girl a second. All right. Which Scottish figure was depicted by Mel Gibson in the film Braveheart?
In the film Braveheart, William Wallace, Robert the Bruce, or William Adam?
I actually never saw the movie, but I think I can pull out my history facts. I think it was Wallace, right? William Wallace. I'm not looking at the chat because I don't want to cheat. I really don't. I think it's William Wallace. I'm going to go with that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It's 5 so far for me. I'm just saying, not too bad. Not too shabby.
You ordered neeps and tatties on a Scottish menu, what would you get? Parsnips and meat patties, mashed turnips and potatoes, or haggis in whiskey?
Turnips and potatoes. Turnips and potatoes. You guys showed me that one too, I think. I was second guessing myself because I get nervous. Nice. I feel so proud. I'm so like proud of myself. I'm kind of smug that I knew that.
Richard Burton, Sir Anthony Hopkins, and Catherine Zeta-Jones were all born in which country? Wales, Scotland, or Northern Ireland?
This is definitely Wales. Why is the Hollywood thing there, though? What is that? Hollywood's not in the UK.
What is a Munro? A mountain in Scotland, a pie in England, or a dragon in Wales?
Just as I was like feeling really good about myself, they throw in one I'd never heard of before. I'm gonna go with the mountain. I'm gonna go with the mountain. Just a guess, but I'm going with the mountain. Yay! I don't do this good on TJ's quizzes. I should just tell her to make them much easier. Her quizzes are like, who was in this band like in 1952 in Britain? I'm never gonna know that stuff. Okay. I just made TJ's quizzes so personal. Anyways, the definition of Munro is a mountain in Scotland over 3,000 feet. There are 282 Munros, and Munro bragging is the pursuit of climbing them. Never climb a mountain because I value my life. 3,000 feet is high.
What is the tallest building in the UK? 22 Bishopsgate, the Shard, or 1 Canada Square?
This is the Shard. Guys, I'm just saying, kind of killing it. Kind of killing it with 9.
How often does it rain in the UK? All the blimmin' time, every other day on average, or never? It's like a...
All the blaming time! I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be a joke or not. It's not fair. I'm going to say it's probably like the first one and the third one are probably joke. They're obviously joke answers, so I'm going to go with the second one. Every other day.
The desert.
Definitely not like the desert. Yeah. So on average, it rains 156.2 days a year, which is not far off every other day. Yeah. That's 10. How many of you guys got? British Knight says, whenever I have to go out and look good, that's what it rains. Yep. Or the friggin' wind.
What is the name of the Queen's Scottish estate? Balmoral Castle, Windsor Castle, or Sandringham House?
All right, obviously this is a little old, 4 years ago. Yeah, my bad. It's Windsor Castle, though. I got it wrong. Isn't it Windsor Castle? Because they're the Windsors. Oh, I have egg on my face. I was so smug about that one, too. Because it's Scottish and Windsor is in England. I got way too freaking cocky. That's what it gets. See?
Older than the pyramids of Giza, who built Stonehenge? Aliens? The Romans? Or we don't know?
We don't know. It wasn't the Romans. There's talk that it could have been aliens, but we actually don't know. Okay, there we go. Back on track. Despite the many theories, no one knows for sure who built or why it built around 3000 BC. The larger stones, called the saracens, each weigh around 25 tons and came from 25 miles away from the site. Yeah, that's a conundrum. What do you guys think? What do you guys in the chat think? Do you think it's aliens? I don't think it's aliens. I don't know. I think it might have something. I mean, obviously, I'm not an expert in any of this, but my theory has always been that somehow, like that, the area that they're set up was actually closer to where the stones came from at one point, you know, before the Earth shifted all, and all the continents were created, or during that timeline. But I don't know if that actually fits in the timeline or not. But that was my theory.
Located on the north coast of Northern Ireland, what is this World Heritage Site called? The Ogre's Pathway, the Giant's Causeway, or the Fairies Track?
I'm pretty sure that's the Giant's Causeway. I'm already ready to give myself a point. That's the Giant's Causeway, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Which city hosts the Festival Fringe, the world's largest arts festival? Edinburgh, Glasgow, or Leeds?
Okay, I know this because when we were in Edinburgh, it was during the Fringe, and that's how I found out what the Festival Fringe was. So it's definitely Edinburgh.
Where was the Titanic built? Glasgow, Portsmouth, or Belfast?
Belfast. I'm second guessing myself now. I'm gonna go with Belfast. Yes. I don't know why I second guessed myself on that one, but I definitely second guessed myself. Oh, how are you guys doing in the chat? Is everyone doing good? Heartland and Wolf. Is that in Ireland?
Which of these is not a world record held by Queen Elizabeth II? Featured on the most currencies, longest reigning queen, or the largest collection of corgis?
I definitely know she's the longest reigning monarch, right? Oh, knocking over my shit. I'm gonna say the corgi. Corgi or corgi? I'm gonna say corgi. That doesn't fit it. 15, you guys. I'm doing good. Take a little stretch. Gear up for the second half. Guys, I just want to take a little ad break for you all here. And just to remind you that channel members get exclusive content, priority reply to comments, and lots more. Help keep us as ad free as possible. I try really, really hard to not do ads for other brands and stuff anymore. It's not me. And by becoming a member, if you can, becoming part of the Mandyverse Collective, that helps us out to do that. There's no pressure at all. Just a little quiet corner of YouTube where we do extra stuff and have some fun. So if you do want it, make sure you hit join on your way out. Appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. All right, let's get back to the quiz.
In Cockney rhyming slang, what are apples and pears? Chairs, stairs, or hairs?
I feel like I should know this. I bet I'm going to say stairs. My partner's going to kill me if I get this wrong. Yes. What? Cockney rhyming slang is a form of English slang from the East End of London. Many of the sayings have been shortened and become part of our everyday language. For example, the slang for money is bread, from bread and honey. We usually say bread. Not all the time, not in like everyday language, but we say bread for money. And clams. I don't know where the hell that came from, though. I guess his clams probably came from Prohibition. Because they had to, like... Actually, I'm talking out of my ass. I have no idea.
From 1066 to 1362, what was the official language of England? French, Old Saxon, or Latin?
Ooh. See, I get the Saxon things because of William the Conqueror, but I don't think that was an actual language. And Latin was often considered the language of the educated. So I don't think that would be the official language because obviously the uneducated would not speak it, right? And I don't know anyone but like scholars and educated royals and stuff that spoke it. So I'm going to say French. And because I also think I remember someone saying that we're learning from a documentary, probably both, that French was an official language of England at one point. So I'm going to go with French. I'm doing much better than I thought. I thought I was going to tank this.
During the Napoleonic Wars, what did the people of Hartlepool think was a French spy and so hanged it? A scarecrow, a monkey, or a statue?
Is this for real? Is this for real? Like, did this really happen? Did they really hang one of these thinking it was a French spy? I have no idea, so this would be a complete guess. I mean, I'm going to say the monkey because it's the only thing that's alive. I would think that once they went up to the scarecrow to grab them, to hang them, that they would know it's a scarecrow. And when they went to the statue, they would know it's not a person. So, I mean, that's my guess. I'm just going to guess monkey. That was illogical, but legend says that following a shipwreck off the Hartlepool coast, the only survivor was a monkey. Having never seen a monkey or a Frenchman, the good people of Hartlepool believed it to be a French spy and hanged it. Guys, I have to take a minute for that to sink in, because I mean, I know obviously, like, it was a different timeline. The Napoleonic Wars wasn't centuries ago. I mean, it was a long, long time ago, but it wasn't, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or make, like, I don't want to criticize anyone, but I just feel like that seems far-fetched. Like that was folklore or something instead. But moving on. Really, really weird. I know they've never seen a Frenchman before or a monkey, but did they really think that French people looked like that? Okay, moving on. No, I can't move on. I can't move on. Why did English people hang a monkey? I got to get more context to cement it in my head, guys. Sorry. They mistook it for a French spy. As the story goes, the monkey, dressed in uniform, was the sole survivor, and the locals held a swift trial and executed it on the beach, leading to the nickname Monkey Hangers. I mean, it was the 1800s. It wasn't that bad. I know. It was likely the ship's mascot that was wearing a uniform. Because it was a chattering creature, they assumed it was a French spy. The hanging is considered a legend, like apocryphal, but it's deeply ingrained part of a cultural identity. I was going to say, it's got to be. The earliest known reference appeared in a Victorian song around 1855 by Ned Corvin, suggesting the tale might have been adapted or embellished over time, possibly from similar stories in other towns. While historical evidence is scarce, the story endures as a unique piece of local folklore. Yeah, I figured it was folklore. It was too crazy, because the Napoleonic Wars was not that long ago, comparatively to the to the existence of man. All right, moving on. I feel better now.
Statues surround which famous London landmark? St Paul's Cathedral, Tower Bridge, or Nelson's Column?
This is definitely Nelson's Column. I'll give you guys a second, just in case. Woo! I think I might have miscounted, but that's okay.
What is Welsh rarebit? Cheese on toast, an illness, or a game?
Yeah, this is definitely a guess. I'm gonna say a game. Wait, they call cheese on toast rarebit? For real? Why? Rarebit. Is it just like the Welsh word? It doesn't look like Welsh, the language, though. So I have no idea why. I can't. That doesn't even make sense in my head at all. Okay.
What is the most common pub name in the UK? The Crown, the Red Lion, or the Ship?
Pretty sure it's the Red Lion, right? I think I read that somewhere. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the Red Lion. Yay.
Belfast-born author C.S. Lewis is best known for which series of novels? The Chronicles of Narnia, A Song of Ice and Fire, or The Dark Tower?
Okay, it's The Chronicles of Narnia. Pretty sure. Although I know, isn't C.S. Lewis the one that did Alice in Wonderland? Or am I confusing that? And I didn't know that C.S. Lewis was born in Belfast. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's the Chronicles of Narnia. No idea. Belfast, though. Belfast born.
Which sport, newly invented in Scotland, was banned in 1457 for being a distraction? Golf, football, or hockey?
Golf. St. Andrews.
Which of these is the best-selling British group?
Wait, I totally was like looking at something else and I missed what I was seeing. I was looking at something on my screen. All right. Yeah, it's golf. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Which of these is the best-selling British group ever with over 500 million claimed sales? Queen, the Beatles, or the Rolling Stones?
It's got to be the Beatles, right? I mean, the Stones and the Queen definitely are run for the money, which makes it complicated, but I'm pretty sure it's the Beatles.
In Harry Potter, students of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry catch the train from which London station? King's Cross, Victoria, or Liverpool Street?
I'm pretty sure it's not Liverpool Street. It's Victoria. I think it's King's Cross, but I don't know why Victoria is sticking in my head. And I've watched all the Harry Potter movies, but only once. And I read the first book. I'm going to say King's Cross. I'm going to go with my gut. Yeah.
Why is Scottish haggis illegal in the USA? Not enough fat or sugar in it, contains a banned substance, or because it might put hairs on your chest?
The fact that they would ban a food in America because it might put hairs on your chest. It definitely contains a banned substance. Not the other two are not enough fat or sugar in it, or might put hairs on your chest. Oh, the state of America, the legacy, it's so appalling. One of the key ingredients was banned in the U.S. since 1971. Yeah. Also banned Kinder Eggs. It's a little sus.
Which of these screen legends was not born in the UK? Charlie Chaplin, Laurence Olivier, or Marlon Brando?
Marlon Brando.
Which one of these is not an actual law in the UK? It's illegal to be drunk in a pub, in charge of cattle, or in a library.
It's not a law. I feel like being drunk in charge of cattle would be illegal. Because it just seems like a very British thing. And I feel like it would be, I don't know, I feel like being drunk in a pub would be illegal too for some reason. I'm just following British logic. I'm gonna go with the library, which is not an actual law. Illegal to be drunk in a library. I'm gonna go with library, because pub seems too obvious. So it's illegal to be drunk in a pub. Really, guys? Is that like a historic, like an old law that like just has never been taken off the books kind of thing? The cattle thing, I kind of get, because then you would fall asleep. You're not really paying attention, doing your job. That makes sense to be illegal. What is the illegal in a pub thing? That and the Welsh thing, the Welsh cheese on toast thing. I need answers, guys. I have questions.
What is the name of the 73-mile wall built across the north of England to keep invading barbarians out? Hadrian's Wall, Henry's Wall, or the Caledonian Wall?
That's Hadrian's.
What is this bizarre 5 roundabouts in a larger roundabout mess near Swindon, England called? The Crazy Roundabout, the Magic Roundabout, or the Lost Roundabout?
What the hell is that? So it's 5 roundabouts in a lot. So I'm coming up this way, and I can go around and back that way, or I can go that way. Fucking hell. So I thought I had roundabouts down. I want to say I have no freaking idea. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say the Magic Roundabout, just because I don't think that's great, but surprise! It just seemed kind of like fitting for British humor. It looks kind of like a pinwheel. Really weird.
What is this bridge called? London Bridge, Tower Bridge, or Westminster
Tower Bridge.
Bridge? Hey, we've just hit over 2,400.
Although everyone in America thinks it's London Bridge. That was good. I got 30. Tell me what you got in the chat. What happened to my screen here? This is weird. I don't know what happened to my screen here. Just saying. Oh, there we go. Went back to normal. Oof. Yeah, so I got 30. How many did y'all get? Piper got 1 wrong. Just had to show me off, didn't you, Piper? Disco got them all, of course. Got most of them right, but didn't count. Oh, that was British Knight that said I got one wrong. My apologies, Piper. My bad. I read it really fast. British Knight got one wrong. Definitely showing me up. Disco got them all correct. Piper got most of them but didn't count. Diane lost count. Manny got 30, just like me. Nearly got 2 wrong though, misreading, but caught myself in time. Disco definitely won the gold star, getting them all. Yeah, it was a good quiz. I enjoyed that too. Maybe we'll do stuff like that more often if you guys are into it. I didn't know if you guys would, care about doing something like that because, I don't know. This is all new to me. Anyways, but Lorena, you're here. Hi. Welcome. Glad to have you. Said that I came a little bit late, but only missed, whoops. It's a pub quiz situation, right? I came a little late and I only missed the one about the longest river, the Severn. That's something new I've learned today. Me too. Mick MacArthur said a guy in Arizona bought the London Bridge and had it shipped to America thinking it was the Tower Bridge. I know, we're so stupid. Disco, your dementia definitely has not kicked in yet. You are on point. Piper said with the 1066 question, remember who we were conquered by, then fairly easy to guess the language. Was William the Conqueror French? I don't know that I knew that. I might have learned that because we did learn about William the Conqueror and all of that. But so I might have learned that like back then, but I don't think I remembered it. I just kind of deduced it, to be honest. Okay, really quick, since we have time. And why? Why did they call the cheese on toast Welsh rarebit? Originally Welsh rabbit, which is kind of where my head was going. A humorous tongue-in-cheek term because it contains no rabbit, instead featuring a rich, flavorful cheese sauce made with ale, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce on toast. The name evolved from rabbit to rarebit over time to clarify it wasn't meat. In Welsh, it's known as cos pobi, meaning toasted cheese. Okay. That wasn't nearly as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. What was the other one? I said, oh, why is it illegal to drink in a pub? To be drunk in a pub, sorry. It's technically illegal to be drunk in a UK pub due to the 1872 Licensing Act, stemming from a historical push for sobriety, but it's rarely enforced unless you're causing a disturbance. Instead, it's the drunken disorderly behavior that leads to fines, and staff are legally required by the 2003 Act not to serve you if you're already intoxicated. So while you could get a penalty for being found drunk, the real issue arises when drunkenness escalates into disorderly conduct, or when the staff serve all already drunk patrons, leading to fines for both individual and the premises. Okay, during a temperance movement. That makes sense. Okay. I was going, I would think the drunk and disorderly would be more of an issue, right? And then there was, what is the story behind the magic roundabout? The magic roundabout refers to two different but similarly named things. A quirky French children's stop-motion animation series. That's obviously not what we're talking about. And a complex multi-mini roundabout junction in Swindon, England. Both were named after the TV show's original concept, featuring a magical merry-go-round, and gained fame for their unusual, confusing yet efficient designs. The TV show Les Maisons Enchantées, terrible French accent, featured characters like Dougal and Zebedee bringing fun to a Drury roundabout, while the real-life Swindon roundabout, designed by Frank Blackmore, used multiple mini roundabouts to improve traffic flow, earning its nickname from its chaotic appearance matching the show's whimsical nature. Okay. That was not even close to what I was expecting at all. Wow. Well done, everybody. Yes, very much well done. I second that, Manny. I like a good quiz, Diane says. Yeah, you know what? It's a pub quiz culture, I think that's why. We should do more of them. Maybe I should do them while I'm drinking. Let's see. Richard asks, do you know who Brother Jonathan Watt was? Brother Jonathan. I do not. Let's find out. Is it a biblical thing? Brother Jonathan was an early personification of the United States, particularly New England, appearing in political cartoons as tall, lanky, rustic figure in striped trousers and a top hat, often paired against Britain's John Bull. He represented the resourceful, sometimes brash spirit of the young nation, deriving his name from Jonathan Trumbull, a Connecticut governor and advisor to George Washington. Though largely replaced by Uncle Sam after the War of 1812, he symbolized American ingenuity and was a precursor to later national emblems. I was going to say, as I was describing what it as I was describing what it said, I was wondering, I was thinking it sounded like Uncle Sam. I only know of Uncle Sam. Let's see if we can see some pics, though. Now I'm curious. Before America got Uncle Sam, it had to endure Brother Jonathan. Oh, there's one of striped pants. I always love these old cartoons. I think they're pretty funny. Oh. Yeah, okay. Thank you for telling me that, Richard. I never heard of that before. William the Conqueror was the Duke of Normandy? I knew they came from Normandy. I guess I just didn't put it together that they were French. The River Clyde is in Glasgow, about 2 miles from where I stay. That's cool. Is it a nice river? British Knight says, I have a little gift for you. Anytime someone is winding you up over being American, remind them that bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, fish and chips are all based on the good old potato that we only got from discovering America. That's a good one. I will definitely think of that. The potato. Love it. I love all of those meals too. Thank you for that, British Knight. Manny says, interesting fact, William Shakespeare was born on the 23rd of April and also died on the 23rd of April. He died on his birthday? That sucks. I guess kind of like symbolic and everything, but kind of sucks. Same with a row in the Cotswolds. I'm not sure what you mean, Marja. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Normandy is in France. Yeah. I don't understand. I'm sorry, Piper. William the Conqueror was Norman, but technically French. Yes. Normandy is in France. Was I wrong? Is Norman not Normandy? Not from Normandy? Father's birthday too, Richard? That's kind of a cool father. All right, I'm just gonna put this up because I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it. But thank you very much, Roy. Once we got conquered, mostly people in the power spoke French. That makes sense. Same for Neeps and Tatties, of course. We began to distance ourselves when the 100-Year War started with France. That makes sense, obviously. Britain was not technically conquered. The Magic Roundabout was a kids' program on TV. Yeah, clearly, as most things start out as here in England, and most presenters start out as kids' TV presenters. The Magic Roundabout, yeah, I've read that. British Knight said, Swindon is a dedicated test site for the Ministry of Transport, all kinds of weird roundabouts and such. Really? Yeah, that is definitely, I've never seen anything like that. That was definitely crazy for me. Piper says that they remember watching the TV show as a kid. Oh, that's cool. British Knight says you can drive 300 meters and encounter 5 different kinds of roundabouts. I have to say that if I was driving, I would definitely be intimidated. Dougal, Father Ted? I don't know. I mean, I've seen Father Ted, but it's been a while. The king is still technically Duke of Normandy, but is really just the Channel Islands. Diane says, are you more confused now? Kinda. Kinda. Too much information at once. I'm having trouble processing it. Magic Roundabout was much beautiful. No wonder I look orangey. I didn't realize I had this light on. Anyway, Magic Roundabout was a much beloved kids' TV show, but an even more beloved Jasper Crott sketch. Okay. Thank you very much, Marja. Dylan was a rabbit that was always stoned in the Magic Roundabout. Throughout the 70s cartoons, even in America, they're all stoned. It's so funny. Time for bed, said ZBD. Boing! That's from Roy Cousins. Great quiz, Mandy. Just good at storing totally useless information. That's why we love you, though, Disco. It's part of your charm. Dylan was a very happy and laid-back rabbit. Yeah, he was probably smoking weed. Mick MacArthur says, Mandy, have you ever heard the late, great Robinson Williams' explanation of golf? No. I'm actually not really huge into golf, but I dated 2 people who were very, very into it. They're like pros and stuff. So I know a lot about golf by osmosis. Richard said, which European country is Johnny Tampa? I'll write it down, Mick. Robinson Williams. I will look at that. Richard Wilmot says, which European country is Johnny Tampon? Marcia says Belgium. I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke or not. British Knight, you wonder if he got to open his presents before he passed, right? It's probably the last thing on his mind. I'm undying. My last wish is to open all of my birthday presents. Because it's all about me today. It's my day. The Clyde was a great shipbuilding river. The term Clyde build was very famous all over the world. Oh, okay. Marja asks, what 7 English word doesn't have a vowel? I would assume it would be something that uses Y. So like hymn, like hymnal. That's the only one I could think of. Myth. Rhythm. Time, like the herb. Oh no, that has an E in it. That's not it. That's all I can think of. He's Swiss. Think of the Swiss flag. Richard! Ah! Jeez. Roy says Batard means what you think it means. Got you. Got you, Roy. William the Bastard became William the Conqueror. Got it. Piper says Norman actually means Northman. The Normans used to be Vikings that settled in Normandy in France. Oh! I didn't know that. Thank you, Piper. Appreciate that. Manny got hymn and rhythm. Myth. I got that. I swear I wasn't looking. Mick says Manny is hilarious, especially because he does it in a Billy Connolly accent. Gotcha. Fry. That's a good one. Dry. It's another one. Fly. Spy. There we go. Lorena's got a couple. There you go. Good job, Lorena. Wiry. WRY. Rhythm. There we go. Is that all 7? Rhythm, wiry, fly, spy, dry, fry, hymn. Is that it? Sky. Oh, see, there's a lot. There's actually a lot more than that. Or I miscounted. Myth. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of it anymore. I have a poster over here with lots of words on it. So try. Yeah, many more than 7. Sly. Piper says the Vikings eventually got England in the end, but then all integrated and became English. So who really won in the end? Lynx. Oh, that's a good one, Lorena. Well done. Sly, yep. Richard said that's what we used to call the Swiss. Johnny Frog used to be the Dutch. I thought frogs were French because they eat frogs. Roy Cousin says the Vikings became Geordies. Oh man, I'm looking at this poster. I can't think of anything more. Okay, y'all. I think that's gonna do it for me. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. It's been a long, long day. Been a long day. That's from a show that you guys probably never heard of. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I want to remind you guys, make sure you check out the sale on our shop at hicksondiaries.com. It is 15% off everything in the store-wide, in January, through the entire month of January. So you have till the 31st. And yeah, so go check it out and see what's up. Also, if you can, sign up for our newsletter. There is a link in the description box below. And that will be reconvening starting on the 15th. So definitely sign up for that if you can, completely free, just need an email address. And I think, is that all my little notes? I think that's all my notes. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Show. Oh, that's for the join. Yeah, if you join as a member, you also get the Mind the Culture Gap podcast, which we do reactions in lifetime. Remember, the time has changed to Thursday. I'm gonna do it at 3 this week, because last week not a lot of people could join because it was at noon. So it's Thursday at 3, for all of the members. You have to be a member to join. That's an exclusive podcast for them. And there we go. Definitely a special thanks to our moderators, Disco and Manny. You guys kill it. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you all so, so much. And thank you all for joining us today. I really, really love doing this stuff with you guys. And just remember that we are here again every Tuesday at 8 o'clock UK time. So make sure you spread the love and come back, because the next show will be better, but it's only better when you're here. I know that's cheesy and corny, but that's what you get on this channel, because that's who I am. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us with the quiz. I hope you had fun. Have a great rest of your week, y'all. Make sure you stay safe, stay warm. Bye, guys.